Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So, this morning, early morning boxing grind, I decided to look into one of my favorite divisions, and that's the 154-pound weight class. Now, we all know the champions at that division. If not, the WBC champion for 154 is Jamel Charlo, WBA, IBF, Jared Hurd, and Jaime Munguia. He has that WBO strap. Now, we already know the expectations for 2019. The expectation, and it has been said by Jamel Charlo and Jared Hurd that they will fight in 2019. Now, that makes Jaime Munguia the odd man out. Now, I've said it on my channel before, and I'll say it again. When it comes to boxers, when it comes to fighters that are willing to fight anyone, fight tough competition, no matter what, that put themselves in a position to take an L, and even if they take an L, they can take multiple L's. They always bounce back. I have a lot of respect for those guys. So, with that being said, the person that fits that description the most in 154 is Austin Trout. Now, I was looking at the WBO's rankings, and I just checked the top three. I didn't see Austin Trout in the top three. I saw Dennis Hogan, number 1, WBO, 154 pounds, and Julian J. Rock Williams, number 2. Now, J. Rock hasn't had a fight since April. Now, if I'm J. Rock, I'm trying to get my hands on Dennis Hogan ASAP. Dennis Hogan, he's a little guy. He's 5'8". He has an extremely low knockout percentage. It's someone I truly believe that J. Rock could destroy, just based off the physicality. Then that got me thinking about, wait, what about Austin Trout? You know, it's kind of the perfect setup. Even though J. Rock, he's a one-loss fighter. He lost to the big Jamal Charlo that's moved up to 160 pounds and is being ducked. He still may be too much for some of these guys. You know how the WBO, they like to strategically move, and the guys ranked by the WBO, we all know how they move. So I was like, well, Austin Trout, some people may see him as old, battle-tested. You know, he may be past his prime, whatever the case may be. But this Dennis Hogan guy, man, he don't got shit on Austin Trout. I know that for a fact. Now, outside of Dennis Hogan, I was like, okay, well, I'm thinking about a fight. You know, I'm playing matchmaker, Nino Brown matchmaker. Austin Trout versus J. Rock. Depending on what's J. Rock's next move, I haven't heard anything. I don't know what he has lined up. But if not Austin Trout versus J. Rock, I would say Austin Trout versus Dennis Hogan. Austin Trout would destroy this guy. He would absolutely destroy him. And then it can put, depending on how J. Rock wants to move, it can put Austin Trout in a position to become the mandatory for Jaime Munguia. Now, some people may say, well, why would we want Austin Trout in that position? I believe Austin Trout can beat Jaime Munguia. Now, some people may look at me like I'm crazy. They may say, oh, the kid's too big. The kid's, no, he'll destroy Austin Trout. Austin Trout, you know, he's been knocked down. He's been stopped by Hurd. It was like, okay, wait a minute. We got to put some things into perspective. You know, when Jaime Munguia fought Liam Smith was outboxing Jaime Munguia for a good portion of that fight. But his age and his lack of athleticism caught up with him, and the younger guy reigned supreme. We all know how Austin Trout fights. He's a tricky, slick southpaw with plenty of lateral movement. He has great timing, and he's a great boxer. I don't see Jaime Munguia landing those big shots on Austin Trout, and we know Austin Trout has the heart of a warrior. Remember, Austin Trout, he didn't lose to Canelo. Austin Trout, he beat Cotto. I mean, he lost to Canelo on paper. I think he won that fight, but he didn't get stopped by Canelo. He only got stopped by Jared Hurd. I don't think Jaime Munguia can apply the pressure in the same fashion as Jared Hurd. Austin Trout, he didn't get stopped by Jamel Charlo, and this is recent. very recent. And I believe Jamel Charlo, he can give it to Jaime Munguia, me personally. But I think this is a good route for Austin Trout. And I feel like fighters like Austin Trout that put themselves in a position to fight the best, they don't have any sense to strategically move. And I'm saying that in a good way. Like, they're willing to fight the best fighter that's put in front of them to maximize the entertainment for boxing fans, to maximize their legacy. Win, lose, or draw, Austin Trout goes out there, he puts his heart in there, and he'll go out on a shield. But it's never an easy outing. And Austin Trout versus Dennis Hogan, putting him in a position to face Jaime Munguia. Now, the only part with that is the WBO will have to order it. But with Dennis Hogan sitting at number 1, he's not. I mean, he has a fight coming up in December, and it's not against Jaime Munguia. But you have a guy like Dennis Hogan that's not even. He's not even pressing for his mandatory spot. Nothing that I've ever heard of, anyway. But J-Rock sitting at number 2. I mean, obviously, if he's patient and he doesn't take another loss, it's only a matter of time before he gets that opportunity. But we know how the WBO works with Golden Boy. So I say, if I'm Austin Trout, I'm hitting up Al Heyman, because Dennis Hogan, he's not promoted by Matchroom. He's not promoted by Golden Boy. From what I saw briefly, I briefly read over it, looked like Dennis Hogan had his last fight in Australia. But I think this is a great opportunity for Austin Trout or Julian Williams, whoever jumps on this opportunity first to get this fight lined up. Man, even if, I say it's a pay-per-view coming up December 1st. Well, never mind, that shit wouldn't work because Dennis Hogan has a fight already lined up for December. But Showtime has a lot of days coming up 2019. There are going to be plenty of big cards. And if I'm Austin Trout, if I'm J-Rock, I'm letting it be known, like, do whatever you have to do to get me a fight with Dennis Hogan, to put me in a position to face Jaime Munguia, and that'll put boxing in a position where an undisputed 154-pound champion is possible. Now, all of that depends on how the WBO works and ordering their mandatories. But I say, get one step closer and cross that bridge when we get there. But until next time, guys, it's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And I'm out.